Okay, I'm going to explain what are the expectations from you after coming to this course, and what you are supposed to know about this course, and what are you going to learn, and how do you want to do that in my class. So as you can see, this class is about the IB Diploma Biology, and I hope you know what is this picture about. Well, it's the structure of the chromosome. Okay, the course outline. In our course, we have two different levels of SL and HL, and there are some differences between SL and HL level. So I'm going to explain after this about the differences between SL and HL. But before that, you should know that why are you going to take this biology course, and if it is proper for you or not. So I am just reading the text. Biology is a challenging yet very interesting course of IB diploma, and it is one of the science subjects that diploma students may choose. And in this course, the aim is to cover the relationship of a structure and function at all levels of complexity. Among many other topics, students learn about the cell theory, chemistry, and function of biological macromolecules, and the structure and function of the plants, and the fundamental principle of genetics and human physiology. So this was taken from the IB official website. I hope you understood that what is about. For whom? What kind of students should get this course? For students that want to pursue a career in biological, biomedical, or medical sciences. Okay, so for any students that has a passion for learning the structure and function of living organisms. And the aims of the biology course, so you can see that appreciation, acquire, apply, develop, and develop. I'm not reading that, so I will leave it to you. You can pause the video and read the aims of biology course. Yeah, as you can see, you can pause the video. Well, the syllabus outline and teaching hour. This is one of the most important parts regarding what you should know about. So there is a core part that includes 6 chapters. So these 6 chapters including cell biology, molecular biology, genetics, ecology, evolution and biodiversity, and human physiology. The total number of hours for this core is 95 hours, and you can see the separation of each unit according to the number of the hours, and you can see that between SL and HL both are the same. So there's no separation between, which means that both SL students and HL students need to read and study the core. But what is the difference between HL and SL is coming from this additional higher level. And as you can see, there is 60 hours additional, which is just for HL level. And these 60 hours include another 5 units, including nucleic acids, metabolism, plant biology, genetics and evolution, and animal physiology. So these are the additional higher level. And also there is a 25 hours for higher level and 15 hours for SL level about another option. So you will choose only one option among these 4. And what we do is choosing one of these options, usually we are teaching at our department, human physiology. So what else? You need to have a practical work of 60 hours for the HL students and 40 hours for SL students. there's a 20 hours differences. And this practical, including practical activities, which are the lab experiments that you're doing, and the individual investigation, which is called IA. This is 10 hours, similar for both SL and HL. And the last one is Group 4 project, which is also 10 hours. And the total hours for HL is 240 and 150. What about the assessment scheme for biology? As you can see in the screen, that the SL students, which they have paper 1, 2, and 3, and the overall weighing is 20% for paper 1, 40% for paper 2, and 20% for paper 3. So there are 3 different types of papers. And the internal assessment is 20% at the end. But for HL students, it is a little different in weighing, that paper 1 is 20, but paper 2 and paper 3 have a slightly different comparing to SL students. So 36% for paper 2 and 24% for paper 3 in case of HL students. But for internal assessment, they have the same 20% weight. Okay, that was the expectation from the syllabus outline, but here, this is the expectation that you should know about what are ATL skills. So ATL skills are approaches to learning skills. ATL is coming from approaches to learning. Important because it's the important part of the IB curriculum. And these are the ways that the students should approach to learning via these self-management, research, thinking, communication, and collaboration. So you are doing all, you are learning through all these 5 techniques and through these 5 important ways of learning. When it comes to self-management, means that you have to learn how to do the self-management by yourself, how to manage your time, how to manage your studies. When it comes to research, you will learn how to do the research through different research topics. Through IA is one of them. And also we have the laboratory experiments that you do the research according to each laboratory experiment as well. Thinking skills, so you will learn through thinking process how to think. You will also learn through the communication, how to communicate with your friends, how to communicate inside the class, and also collaboration, how to collaborate in a work group and project. So this is my website. I have already made this website in order to facilitate the availability or the accessibility of the resources. So you can find everything and every resource over here if you go to my website. So I'm leaving to you to click on the link and search and go and find whatever you think you need to find in my website. There are some other resources and important things regarding, that you should know. This is the link of subject brief. So in subject brief, it will explain whatever I just explained to you, but it is just in 2 pages. While we are going to do the work together and making a group inside the class, I am making a random team generator. So make the groups, making random pickups when I'm going to ask you about the lessons. So this is the link that I'm using. Also regarding the group and team working, I am using different websites and different platforms. One of them is Trello. These are the things that we are going to use it during the term. So it is not just learning just now. It is you are learning by doing when it is necessary, when you are assigned for a group working. There are some other websites that are doing the same. Slack is one of them. Again, Slack is another platform for making a group work. Schoology is one of the most important websites that I'm using in the class, and this is an interactive platform for our class, and it shows how you do your assignments, how you do make comments under the other students' comments, and how to have the discussion. So you will learn this as well. Kahoot is one of the most important websites and applications that we are using for playing games. This is a very fast and quick way of doing or playing game together. It could be as groups or individuals. This is another way of making comments over each other. So if I have a video, I can make it through the Voicethread, and you can make your comments over each part of the video that you need to have a discussion, or the assignments that I am putting at that part of the video. Pocket is a link and very important for gathering all the links together. That makes it very easy for you to access every link that you may find it on the internet, but you will lose it very quickly because you don't know where to save it. That's the best way. Padlet is the same as Pocket, but in another way, is with a different design for keeping the links and saving them all together and put it at one platform. ThinkLink also doing the same, but with different. It gives the flexibility for putting the video as a link. So it has a different design, but does the same. And Socrative is another way of playing a game. This kind of similar to Kahoot, but with different, design. So we will learn how to do it later. That's all.